We have the fifth one, which is midwifery. I think I mentioned that already. Indeed. So at the undergrad level, we have 5 programs that you can specialize in. Okay. And then at the graduate level, we also have specialties. Okay.
If a nurse wants to specialize in mental health nursing?
Mental health is one of the options, actually. It's one of the options. Okay. Awesome. So unlike the past where we just had BSc nursing in general, so now we have BSc mental health nursing, BSc public health, BSc pediatrics, and then BSc midwifery.
Where are most of the students going to? Where do they want to? Where if you look at your statistics, where are they all? So what's the most popular of the specialties?
Yes. So in the past, the students were more populated at general nursing, but now we are seeing a trend of an increase in midwifery.
Oh, okay.
Why, we don't know.
They want to catch more babies.
Yes. They want to catch more babies. So we have more midwifery students than we have in the general nursing.
All right. What's your nursing and midwifery story?
Well, my story is also from the background of many of the nurses we have in the system. I started from NTC, so the Nurses Training College. Okay. Yes, and my time, we didn't have diploma by then. It was SRN, state registered nurse. Exactly. So that's how I started. Okay. And then from there, I went into in fact, I did midwifery before I came to university to do the first degree. Okay. And then I did my second degree at University of Ghana, and then PhD in the US.
Okay. So you caught babies as a midwife?
Yes, so many babies.
All right. Dr. Jay, what's your nursing story?
My story is not too different from mine. So I started as a certificate nurse, and then I did the Bachelor of Arts in nursing. Right. I pursued MPhil, but in health administration this time. And then I ended up with a PhD in public health.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Awesome. I'm now curious about the anniversary celebration. So what are you planning to do now that you are 60 years old?
A lot. We are planning to do a lot. So one of the major things we want to do around this time is to look out for alumni. We've done a lot, we've trained a lot, but they are missing, I must say. So with this celebration, we want to look out for alumni. We want to bring ourselves together to support the school, not just our alumni, our stakeholders as well. And then we want to give back to our society. And so some of our activities are geared towards giving back to our society. So we're going to meet, we're going to have fun, but we're going to also bring our alumni together. And most especially, all the things we lack in the school, we want to call on stakeholders, alumni, Ghanaians to come to our aid and support us so that we can continue to train our nurses and midwives.
Okay. When is the anniversary launch? Where will it take place? Who are you expecting to grace the occasion?
Thank you very much. So the launch is tomorrow, 10 a.m. at the ISE Conference Center, which is also situated on the university compound. So we're going to launch and unveil our anniversary cloth and our logo tomorrow. We are expecting our stakeholders and alumni, our students, to all come and support the launch of the program.
Awesome. Yeah. Today is World Fistula Day. I was just going to remind on that, and I'm sure that must be quite interesting to nurses. Do you still have that? Is it quite a serious problem still in Ghana?
It's still a serious problem. Yeah, and a concern to all midwives. There are quite a number of fistula centers dotted around Ghana. I know there's one in Tamale in the northern region, and it's a big concern because we have a lot of vulnerable women who are going through that. And just as we know, every situation in Ghana or health situation, we attribute it to witchcraft. So a lot of women are being branded as witches.
Cursed.
Yes, cursed and all of that. But the secret behind it is the fistula. And usually it comes with some smell because they are leaking feces and urine, and they are shunned from their community. So it has a lot of psychosocial problems for women in this situation. So fistula is a big problem in Ghana.
Yeah, I'm glad that the world has put a spotlight on it,
Yes.
especially on these days.
Yes.
And it's good to have nurses here
Yes.
to talk about your celebration and also throw a light on that issue. What before you go, what would you want to tell alumni of your school, and what can they look forward to beyond the launch?
All right, so beyond the lunch, we have a webinar where we're going to have a series of topics from the 5 specialty areas, and that will be done on 29th of May.
Okay.
On 31st of May, we have a public lecture where the public is invited to the business school, specifically the RS Amegashi auditorium, to listen to one of us who is a professor but teaching at the business school. And then we have fun games. Where we want alumni, the university community to come so that we exercise. That's what we preach.
What will we be doing? What will we be doing in the fun game?
I mean,
want to come around.
Looking at my height and my stature, I can play football, volleyball, I can run and everything.
Prof, how about you? Shot put?
Oh yeah.
And then we want to give back to society.
Right.
So we will have a peaceful health walk.
Okay.
I like
that.
Yes,
Peaceful
because
health
we can't make noise around this time in Accra, so that makes it
so
peaceful,
quiet
a quiet one,
Okay.
to shed off some fat,
Yes.
and then to go to a community around the East Legon to give back to our society. So health screening.
Nice.
So our students, our alumni will be there to screen people in that community.
Okay.
And then we have a dinner dance
Okay.
to award some people, especially those who have contributed to the School of Nursing and Midwifery, as well as some alumni who have supported us. And then lastly, we'll have a Thanksgiving service at Legon International, International Church.
Yes.
Yes, at Legon.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
we
packed-
have a lot. It
packed
is
program.
a packed program.
Okay, Prof, you still look excited.
Yes, I am excited.
What are your words, final parting words you want to leave with those who are watching, alumni,
Yes.
people, anybody's connected with the School of Nursing and Midwifery? What do you want to tell them?
Yes, we want to give our hearts out to everybody out there. This is not a celebration only for nurses and midwives, it's for the whole Ghana. And just as you mentioned at the beginning, University of Ghana is 15 years older than us.
Yes.
And so it's a big thing. It's for Ghana and not for us alone. So we are inviting everybody to join us tomorrow for the lunch and then for the subsequent activities.
Okay.
Yes, and
Sure.
our huge target is to get a bus to convey our students from the school to the clinical area. So we are pleading on Ghanaians. We know, how generous Ghanaians are to come to our aid, to have a bus. And also we want to kind of renovate our skills lab to a modern one, so that when our students are not in the clinical area, they start something. They practice in the skills lab before they go to the clinical area. We want to put a facelift on our skills lab. So we are calling on Ghanaians to help us. We are not just having fun, but we are also calling on them to support us. We will be so happy to have a bus by the end of this program.
Let's ask for 2.
Yes.
Or more.
Let's ask for 2 buses,
Yes.
and we'll help you get it.
Yes.
All righty.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Josephine. What does the M stand for?
Mpoma.
Mpoma. Oh, I love that name. Dr. Josephine Mpoma Che, who is the chair of the planning committee, the School of Nursing and Midwifery, celebrating their 60th anniversary, and Professor Florence Nab. Do you have a Ghanaian name also in there, like Mpoma? What is your other name?
Mine is difficult to
I
pronounce.
can pronounce. I'm an African. I can pronounce.
Donjilme.
Nonjilme. Professor Florence Nonjilme Nab, Dean of the School of Nursing and Midwifery, University of Ghana, celebrating 60 years, and so you watch out for that. All former students, alumni, teachers, everybody connected. Let's make it big. 60 years is no joke, and it's happening. The launch is tomorrow.
Yes.
Awesome. At the University of Ghana.
Yes.
Excellent. So we will support.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I always say there's no name which is too difficult for Africans. If we can pronounce Schwarzenegger, why can't we pronounce Nonjilma?
Exactly.
We've got a lady with, her name is not hard to pronounce. And she always does the sports with finesse. Her name is Motiti Saida Sadiq. She's a fistula champion. You should be talking to her. Okay. Yes. And she's coming up with the sports news in a short while. We've got conversations on Kumawu. And there's a guy called Alligator App. I tried to look for him on my phone, but they said the guy is not an app, but it's a human app. Well, he's going to be here at 9:30, and there's a lot more. This is GTV Breakfast. My name is Kafui Kofi Chachu Day Robert. Stick around. Don't go anywhere.